Homeschooling doesn't mean that you do everything alone. Co op homeschool is a great way for families to get together and share what they are good at, things they like, and find support. Co op homeschool is a great way to add enrichment classes to your homeschool without adding one more thing to teach to your own plate. Homeschool co ops give parents a break from teaching every subject. They give mom and kids a great outlet to socialize and provide opportunities for classes that are more fun in a group setting. And I know what you're thinking. If this is a true co op homeschool, what can I teach? Mom, you can teach a co op homeschool class. It is fun, and I have ideas for you. Hello, Rebel Moms, and welcome to the Life Unboxed podcast. I'm Jody, the mom, wife, homeschool mom of 6, and successful mom entrepreneur. And I am bringing you information and inspiration on raising kids, running a business, and keeping your sanity. You can find the episode show notes, Rebel Mom checklist to help you homeschool confidently, tools to make your work from home life easier, and more information at lifeunboxed.blog. Now let's get into the show. Okay, so how do I know what co op homeschool class to teach? When it comes to teaching a homeschool co op class, I have one rule: enjoy the subject. There is no expertise required. You just need to share your love of art, drawing, history, theater, science labs, picture books, and the list goes on. Your co op homeschool class needs to be something you want to learn because that will translate to the kids you are teaching. It is more than just giving them information. You are sharing your love of the subject with them and imparting it to them. That is the advantage of homeschooling. We can pass along our love of learning. And if you're still unsure how to actually teach a co op homeschool class, I've got you. So be sure to check out the links in the description below. Now let's talk about 25 impressive co op homeschool classes, because the beauty of co op homeschool is flexibility. Each group can design classes based on the talents of its families, the needs, and interests of the kids. This list of 25 homeschool co op classes will spark ideas, inspire creativity, and help your co op find the perfect mix of academics, arts, life skills, and fun. So, number one is Discover the Greatest Artist, Volume 1 and 2. So this is one of those classes that doesn't require being an artist. Yes, you can teach art with the right resources. So I created Discover the Greatest Artist for our co-op homeschool. So one year an email was sent out that they needed someone to teach art. And my thought was, well, I could do that. And I kept doing it for about 4 years. So this homeschool art class was created for a co-op setting and designed so that anyone can teach it and it's easy to use. So be sure to check it out. Link in the description below. Number 2, cross stitch. This is definitely a lost art, but if you have a little bit of skill, you can make this into a fun class and teach a basic life skill as well. Knowing how to thread a needle and follow a pattern are needed life skills. So I have a bunch of resources for you. So be sure to look at the link in the show notes below to get those resources, because you can create bookmarks based on Jane Austen or classic cross-stitch patterns. And number 3 is sewing. Basic sewing skills are a necessary life skill. So I've done a few surgeries on some stuffed animals. And, so this is necessary as you get older to know how to do that. So you can get sewing kits from a craft store and start teaching kids basic hand sewing skills. And I have a few more ideas for you as well. So be sure to check out the links. Things like Sewing for Kids, 30 Fun Projects to Sew, Sewing School, hand sewing projects kids will love to make, Sew Mini Animals. Number 4, How to Draw. This is always a popular class and can be taught to any age group. You can teach comic book drawing, perspective drawing, animal drawing, or just the basics of drawing. The Draw Right Now series is a great one to use with younger kids. 5, Jesse Tree Ornaments. So this class combines an Advent devotional and Christmas tree ornaments. Win-win. Number 6, God's Creation, Arts and Crafts. You have permission to go Pinterest crazy. Arts and crafts of any kind is always a popular co-op homeschool class. For me, it is hard to do these things at home, especially as a work from home and homeschool mom. So if there is an arts and crafts co-op class, my kids are in. Number 7, Asian cooking. Middle school to high school students love this class. Asian cooking happens on a stovetop, so kids just need an electric single burner, a pan, and some kitchen utensils. If you love to cook, then this is a great class for a homeschool co-op. Casseroles. Casserole cooking has been a popular co-op class, and teens enjoy learning these life skills, and parents appreciate the results. Creative foods. Teach basic skills and the art of food. You can also introduce basic nutrition, healthy snacks, and food safety. The best part of food preparation is you can eat the mistakes and practice hospitality. Number 10, pastry decorating. Combine your artist flair with your baking skills. Craft stores usually have cake decorating kits, so you just need to supply the frosting. Teach kids the basics of decorating and which frosting or icing to use. It is the perfect recipe for a fun co-op homeschool class. And 11, basic cooking skills. So I tell my older boys that they need at least one date night meal that they can cook and not mess up. And basic cooking skills is a much needed life skill, and this can be taught to any age group, obviously with age appropriate tweaks. Number 12, book anatomy, how to write, edit, and self-publish a book. So this is a class that I've written for our homeschool co-op. I love the publishing world. I've published over 200 low content to medium content books, and I want to share this love of books with my students. Many homeschool students do enjoy writing, and I want to help them get to the next step in the process. So this class dives into the entire process of writing, editing, designing, publishing, and marketing a book. And it touches on all of these topics with hands-on projects like writing a picture book, editing it, designing it, laying it out, and learning all the industry-specific terms. So we will even touch on the business of authors and how they make money, copyright, and intellectual property. So by the end of the course, students will have the tools and confidence to take their book from an idea to a finished product ready for publication. So whether they want to write fiction, nonfiction, or something in between, this class will help them bring their books to life. 13, storytelling. Stories can inspire and even transform lives. This class inspires students to learn how to tell stories, basic presentation skills, and even the history and impact of storytelling, both in the Bible and throughout history. Here are some resources for this class. The Storytelling Code, 10 Simple Rules to Shape and Tell a Brilliant Story. Secrets of Storytelling, a creative writing workbook for kids, and the art of storytelling, easy steps to presenting an unforgettable story. 14, Journey Through Narnia. This class can span a few semesters, and you can cover 2 books in a semester, depending on how long your co-op is. Students can read about 4 chapters per week, and you can discuss them each week. Throw in hot chocolate, tea, and snacks, and you have the perfect homeschool co-op class. And there are many books available as guides to Narnia, so here are a few to check out. A Family Guide to Narnia, The Way into Narnia, and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe Study Guide. There are guides for other books in the series as well. So be sure to check out the link for the show notes, because you'll have all these links in there. 15, story time. For introverted kids who are easily tired from a long co-op day, this is the perfect class. Add some snacks, and this will be the most popular class in your homeschool co-op. So pick your favorite stories, add some activity pages, and have a blast. 16, secrets to effective communication. This is a great class for high school students. How to give a presentation, job interviews, debating well. There are so many topics to cover in this class. And also, I have more ideas for you, so check out the show notes. Poetry and tea time. So, like Journey Through Narnia, this is such a fun class. Add some snacks, and it is a perfect homeschool co op class. And, you get to kind of diversify your reading. 18, learning about God's creation, animals. Read a story about animals, explore interesting and unique facts, and make an animal craft to take home. Math games and math art. Can math be fun? This question may sometimes be a struggle while learning math. Create a class that reinforces 3rd to 5th grade math concepts through various games and art projects. Some key concepts applied in this class include mental math, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, fractions, decimals, percents, geometry, shapes, lines, and angles, and math in God's creation. 20, 3D printing. Teach the technologies of 3D printing. This does require prior knowledge, but if you have it, this is a great class for high school students. Ooey gooey chemistry. Now, this looks like a fun science curriculum. Science experiments are always more fun in a group, and homeschool co-op classes are a great way to share the cost of supplies and the mess. 22, hymn study. Music is one of those enrichment classes that doesn't always get added to the homeschool schedule. You can create a lap book based on the hymn study, talk about the hymns, listen to them, and share the stories behind them. 23, composers. So Homeschool in the Woods has a great lap book for composers, and combine that with the story of the orchestra is also a great book to use as a guide. Shakespeare for kids. Mix some literature with drama through Shakespeare's plays. Pick a play and start sharing Shakespeare. So there's Shakespeare's Tales Retold for Children is a great place to start. And 25, Christmas around the world. Explore the many different customs from around the world. Add a Christmas activity book or Christmas activity download. And I have links in the description below. And add some stories from around the world. So I hope this list has inspired some ideas and sparked your creativity. You can easily create a co-op homeschool class. Use these suggestions as the starting point and build a class that you will enjoy. Every successful homeschool co-op isn't just the classes. It's the friendships, memories, and shared growth that happen along the way. Kids gain skills, parents find support, and families build a sense of community that often lasts for years. Thanks for listening, and be sure to check out lifeunboxed.blog and download your Rebel Mom checklist. Happy homeschooling and working from home, and I will see you next time.